Now, the Jackson file. A California judge has excused Michael Jackson for missing testimony in the lawsuit against him. The judge told jurors in the breach of contract case that Jackson had a medical excuse, but what that is remains a mystery. We've asked older brother and solo artist in his own right, Jermaine Jackson, to join us tonight to talk about his brother Michael. But first, a little history. The sounds, the steps, the magic. The Jacksons. When this band of brothers from Indiana landed on the scene in 1968, pop music would never be the same. The maturity, the stage presence, and of course, the hit records. From the Jackson 5 to the Jacksons, it was a dynasty in the making. In front of it all, the one who would become the megastar of the family, Michael. By the late 70s, the popularity of these boys to men had faded some. And in 1978, Michael took his act to the big screen, starring as the Scarecrow in The Wiz.
Out of the frying pan into the... This is like a setup.
It was, in more ways than one. The film's composer was the legendary Quincy Jones, and the very next year, things would change for Jackson, forever. The Jackson-Jones team was off the wall and off the charts. The Grammy success of Michael's first solo album put spark back into the family band, and in 1981, the Jacksons embarked on the Triumph Tour. But the power of five paled compared to what would happen next. With hits like Billie Jean and Beat It, the Jackson-Jones Thriller album redefined pop music in 1982. It earned 7 Grammys, held the #1 spot for nearly 40 weeks, and still stands as the best-selling album of all time. In 1984, all 6 Jackson brothers reunited again for the Victory Tour, which grossed a record $75 million. At the time, it was the hottest concert ticket going, and turned out to be the last time the Jacksons would tour together. For years, success followed Michael. There were mishaps along the way, but nothing as shocking as what was about to happen. In 1994, the king of pop, the man who celebrated his love for the children of the world, stood accused of child molestation.
I am totally innocent of any wrongdoing, and I know these terrible allegations will all be proven false.
Even his sister did not exonerate him.
I have never seen him molest the boys, never. But I have seen things that indicate that that's what he was doing.
Jackson's life was put under a media microscope. Accusations that he had multiple plastic surgeries. His surprise marriage to Lisa Marie Presley. When that marriage ended, he married his dermatologist's assistant, Debbie Rowe, now the mother of 2 of Jackson's 3 children. At times, Michael Jackson tried to fight off the negative publicity, accusing his own record company of racist behavior.
Racism is bad. And I made billions of dollars for Sony. And what they did was really terrible. And not just to me, but some of their other artists too.
Now, at 44, Michael Jackson is still making headlines, not with successful recordings, but because of bizarre antics. His recent appearance in court prompted Jackson watchers to ask if what they were seeing was just a harmless act. But it was last month's shocking behavior in Berlin that caused others to ask serious questions about the pop icon. He dangled his 9-month-old son from a 3rd-floor hotel balcony. Jackson later admitted that what he did was reckless, but even his die-hard fans were wondering what their hero had become.